Did I?
Wait, SFSO should be the top, right? Or are you doing it on the bracket?
I'm going off the bracket, so.
God damn it! All right, I'll do it with you. Because team cohesion means everything to me.
Aw.
Let me switch my spawns. Okay.
All right.
This is your bag of worms here at Alpha.
Oh, it is. And same lineup. Veribus, Georgia, Ruprecht, Julio, and our favorite Furious Octorev. What do we have?
We've got Atlantico, Gneisenau, Lenin, Kavor, and Hyuga. They're going 88775. Now, before we look, I can tell you that the Georgia is going to go to C.
Uh-huh.
Everything else is going to go between B and A.
Mm-hmm.
We know this. Look, and it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
We know this. What is DSNF going to do about it?
Nothing.
Oh,
Seriously.
if that's the case, they lose. If
Seriously,
that's the
look
case,
at this.
they lose.
Look at this. They're all going left.
We're in the goddamn finals.
Uh-huh. They're playing NASCAR. They're going fast and turning left. I don't know what else to say, man. Now, a couple of interesting ship picks here. A Gneisenau. So, I mentioned earlier about somebody taking a Scharnhorst and then changing to Gneisenau. The reason why I don't like the Gneisenau, it's got bigger guns than the Scharn, but it's much longer reload, and the turret traverse is painful compared to the Scharn.
And the horizontal dispersion is drunk.
Uh-huh. So the only thing that Gneisenau has, in my opinion, over Scharnhorst is the 120mm secondaries all around. But you're not going to pick that ship in here for those secondaries, in my opinion. The 128s pen more than the 105s in the Scharnhorst. That's the thing.
But the secondaries, you want the fires versus the 350 pen damage.
Yep. Now, Cavour is a fine pick. It's an Italian. I don't know why you wouldn't just take a Giulio if you're going to take a tier 5 Italian ship, but okay.
Sap.
Yeah, okay. And then if
he can hit superstructure,
sure,
Cavour can be annoying.
Sure. Especially against like a Tirpitz or any German battleship that's got tons of superstructure. The other ship pick that's interesting is the Hyuga, because the Hyuga is an Issei class. All right, it's got all the guns, and then it's got main battery reload booster, which is great for punishing broadsides. But look at how they're using it. It's literally just kind of
It's in the middle of the map.
What broadsides are you going to punish there? None.
Your own teams. Shots out from the Georgia.
Nope. Gneisenau saw them coming in and turned. So congratulations there.
The strength of this map is the giant island between A and B.
Yep.
The Gneisenau is going to the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2 tier 8s, so we're So Atlantico is the flanker. It makes sense. It's got only AP. It's only effective if it realistically has broadside on the higher tier ships.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna run into a Ruprecht. The Lenin is so they're taking the Georgia off the board.
Yep.
With their strategy, minus the Hyuga, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Look, but the thing is, it might actually work because look what the George is doing. Gunmech is sitting still. He's waiting for somebody to show up at sea, and nobody is.
They don't know it just yet, but with all the ships that have been spotted,
I mean,
you've got to. Okay, Nice now gonna. Nope.
Now he's starting to move. He's got shots on Malway's Lenin from
There's
downtown.
Long-range, stupid torps.
And they connect, by the way. Gunmech shots connect. That was Gunmech, the tier 9.
Over the island?
Over the island. Over the island. We watched it right here. 24-kilometer salvo. Those shells had an in-flight meal.
Well, and there's only one spot where that can happen. Literally only one spot where that can happen. Cavour can cap unspotted for free for B. Do it.
Do it.
It's weird to put your Cavour and your Gneisenau on this island, but they've at least not put all 5 into A.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to cap A. Gneisenau's unspotted. Good discipline from F1 Bortz.
Oh, yeah.
But now the Georgia, it's on with the Georgia. And what is going to stop this? The Cavour and the Hyuga?
Well, sure. Let's send our low-tier ships to deal with it. No problem.
Okay, look. Miss Clara? No, she's in the wrong direction. If she can get to the island at F3, they own this. This is God, what map is it in COTS where there's a similar island at A? And if you can get there, you own that cap, and then you can shift all 4 over.
Northern waters.
There we go.
A cap all the way on the side. We always watch cruisers go and sit there angrily at each other for the entirety of the match.
But if one wins that and gets there, you can't dislodge him.
Nope.
There you go. They've capped A. They've capped B.
I like revenge.
The Georgia, though.
Revenge.
The Georgia's gonna crush this Cavour.
Revenge backing up to dip his butt into B to at least stop the point gain. Cavour is spotted, being shot at. Yeah, that hurts.
8K around. But does the Georgia keep going?
If I'm the Hyuga, I'm hoping the Georgia's going to turn in at the channel. He's not.
Lennon needs a 3-point turn.
It's very smart of the Georgia to keep going and not go into the channel. We've seen Georgia's so far really screw that up.
It's Hyuga on Georgia. This is a dedicated ram. From this point on, your sole job is to ram this Georgia.
Not only is it that, it's also look for what kind of cross shots you can get and use your reload booster to punish it while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Nice hit on Gunmech. Now Gunmech realizing the threat, he's already stopping and he's going to reverse.
Well, he's over pushed, but the Lennon is still dealing with A.
Honestly, if I'm Gunmech in this situation, I wouldn't have stopped. I would have just turned due south. Gamer turned in front of the Hyuga because the Hyuga's bow onto him anyway.
Yeah, who gives a shit what he's gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
And then go into a kiting away position because then you drag the Hyuga down south and then he's got to decide. But look, the Hyuga's doing exactly what I said. Reload boostering into the Verbis.
But he's turning left. He's just dead.
He's turning left to try to get out of the Gunmech's shots.
To get out of the broadside, he's those were good shots by SFSO to prevent this Hyuga, but now the only thing holding this Georgia, this is why the Lennon needed the 3-point turn a long time ago.
Yep.
Is a Cavour.
Well, and the Cavour isn't even holding him there. The Cavour is holding the cap.
No, wait, you made it to the island, now you're kiting away?
Because what? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You have what the Georgia got.
And now you gave it up.
Dead, Rupert dead. And look at all the cover you had. There's a dead Julio.
Yep. So
that Cavour is not going to last long.
There are times, and I will say this as we talked yesterday at length about how much competitive play I've done. Right. There are times when a caller will tell you to do something, and you have to just say no. I know better. And I really feel like this is one of those times. Clara knows better.
Is broadside to literally everything.
Yeah, but also way in the back, so it doesn't matter.
Versus getting the broadside of virtually everything.
Right. So what I'm saying is, Clara knows better. Clara probably knew to push up, but was probably called back by the caller. And we don't know because we can't hear all that. That's my guess. If that's the case, then it's a situation where the caller's wrong, and the caller makes mistakes just like everybody else. The players have to be able to recognize that and say, "Are you sure about that?" Essentially,
what SFSO has done well here is, although they did exactly what we thought they were going to do, they have now moved over, and now they have B and they have C.
Yep.
And they're going to kill the Cavour.
Well, and it's, the Cavour is sitting bow on, so he can't even use...
That puts the points. And the Ganache now is going to back up.
1 minute to go. I mean, at this point, everybody needs to hit W.
If the Cavour lives, they win.
Yeah, well, tell the Cavour that. Tell the Cavour that because he's sitting still instead of diving the island and trying to get out of cover, or out of shells.
Oh, this Atlantico just hurts my soul. 36 seconds, dead Cavor.
No, he's healing. 30 seconds, time to throw.
Dead Cavor.
Just wait for the butt turret. Or is he going to shoot the... His secondaries have changed to the Gneisenau now.
It hit the island, and the Georgia's moving out of position to kill. They win. They win.
Oh my god.
Win.
The full throw and the Gneisenau firing HE.
Oh my god.
That's what it is, guys. Bad
MVP
decisions. Bad decisions being reinforced right here. That's it.
Wow. A 1 kill, both side heartbreak.
Well,
And I mean, DSNF could have won that.
they did win it.
They could have won that convincingly.
Oh, okay,
is
yeah.
what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Let the juggernaut flow.
Killer spawn.
She's like, oh, stop it. We had this. You did if you would have continued around the island and not backed up.
All right.
It's me.
It's you.
DSNF. They've got a Gneisenau on the outside. Atlantico, Massachusetts, Sinop, Cavor.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's take a look at SFSO
Look at
for a
these
second.
spawns.
We have Julio, Virbis, Octorev, Prince Ruprecht, and the Georgia all by himself. That's actually kind of nice for him.
It's a beautiful place for their strategy. He's going to go up against a Gneisenau.
Yeah.
Now, if you flip the spawns, the Gneisenau could kill the Georgia with torps. I don't know if he can get away with it from Melva.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stop it. We had this. Is that... What's your... Did they have that game in hand?
No. They had it because
The Georgia ruined
threw it
that
away.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go back to what I talked
And-
about in that Hyuga encounter. If he had kept pushing south, he would have had broadsides on everything. He would have been able to just whack that
Same
Cavor.
with the Atlantico. The Atlantico just threw away like 3 fully broadside ships.
Well, again, we don't know all of the situations and the calls. And Kitten even mentioned in her experience, she had situations where she had really good shots and was called away from them. So we'll see what happens. Oh, look at this shot
There we
coming in
go.
on the Georgia.
Shots on the Georgia. Oh,
A little bit too far forward.
little bit too far forward.
Clara this time in the Sinop. Now I want to drag your attention over to Happy Fluffy's Massachusetts. Take a look at your build viewer for a second.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the build viewer, look at his module choices on the bottom. He's choosing the enhanced DCP, which makes sense. You have a little bit extra immunity. And then you see the last one. You just said, what the?
That's, yeah.
You know what that is, right?
Is that anti-sub?
No.
What is that?
That is consumable. That extends the duration of your consumables. So together with DCP Mod 1, that extends the duration of his immunity for damage control party, but it also extends the duration of his heal. That's a real big brain right there.
Interesting. I've never seen that. I've never seen that module used in exchange for concealment.
Concealment.
Which who gives a shit about concealment?
At this low tier or this kind of engagement, absolutely. Who cares about concealment? And you see that there with Happy. I'm really excited to see this kind of a build. We talked about it earlier. You can see it all coming together. He's buffed the heal. He's buffed the DCP. He's buffing the strong points of this ship and making it a super tank. I love it.
I'm looking at the Gneisenau and the Georgia A. They're trading equally. And the way the Georgia was angled originally, the torpedoes are on the plate. He's turning out from them. But that's actually the smart play.
Yeah.
If a tier 7 can sit there and waste 4.5 minutes of the tier 9's time, awesome. But take a look at the Atlantico. As humanly broadside as you could be against the Ruprecht, and we'll pay the price.
So, in addition to the Lenin misplay for so much,
Various shooter just takes a hit.
we've also seen the same case for Atlanticos. Both are much more difficult ships to play than your standard battleship. Look at Lord Carey and the Julio all by his lonesome.
Now the Gneisenau's losing. He needs to be backing up. There you go. Go unspotted. Use all of your heals.
Dude, the true MVP of this tournament, Rebrand Steve, was just in my chat. He said, I walked away for 3 minutes and DSNF won game 1. Yes.
Rebrand Steve, we are big fans.
We are big fans of you, my dude.
We are big fans of you.
So, I like that Happy is pushing through C. He's got his friends in tow. And this is what we've rarely ever seen teams do, which is actually push the strong flank.
Yeah, and the reason they're able to do it is because there's nothing on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And the tier 5s, if you're bringing 3 tier 5s, they need to be the annoying cap holders.
Yes.
Ruprik's pushing through on his own, but there's nothing.
Well,
on the
Clara,
side besides the Atlantico to punish him.
Miss Clara could stop, reverse, and get shots on him right here as the Ruprik pulls forward. As a matter of fact, I almost wonder if Malway is being told to just ram.
Not if the Atlantico pushes forward. You know he's going to turn and torp. You know that's what he's doing. Here it comes. There it is. Shocker. And you're dead.
Dead. In addition, Gneisenau dies. Veribus dies. Does Georgia take a torp? No.
No.
Okay, guys, you decided to push.
Steve did a better job against the Georgia or Massachusetts than a Gneisenau with torps, which feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I'm seeing here is we're back to the tier 5s of SFSO being charged with taking fire.
Mm-hmm.
And these 3, you need to pick a ship and you need to kill him.
That's
period.
Right. Absolutely. And my guess is just go after the Octorev, get it off the board. It's the tier 5. Be done with it. And the only problem is...
The Kavor actually needs to stay behind and set up for a ram.
I mean, if you look at the Julio's position, he's in a great spot to just punish broadsides, as these guys have no choice but to turn towards the Georgia. You would think.
You've got a little bit of wiggle room with the distance the Georgia has to fire at.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to figure Kavor and Sunup are safe. The Massachusetts, not so much. And time is ticking away. They've got 2 caps to 1. You win Bravo through A. The Georgia doesn't have to do it, though, because all of their team has pushed forward. The fucking tier 9 cap. Unbelievable.
Hey, you know what? It's working. Is that crazy or what?
It's unbelievable to me.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't know, like...
Ruprik backing up broadside. Massachusetts, turn your guns. They don't know he's there.
I think it comes back to knowing how to play your ships and getting a lot of the basics underway. No amount of strategy matters if you can't destroy whatever ship you need to destroy.
And the Julio is a non-factor right now.
Yes, he is.
Ignore him.
He's purposely sitting there to try to get these guys to shoot him and chase him. And unfortunately, DSNF has to accept that they will be getting broadsided shots for the rest of this match from that Julio. They just have to accept it.
Yeah, you have to accept it and just ignore it. But the Massachusetts stops.
Fluffy has his last heal going up right now.
This is weird, Zeth. If they get this Synop, if they kill the Julio, walk through this with me. Kill the Julio, right?
Okay, yeah.
Get the Massachusetts out of threat here.
Okay.
Don't go forward. That's the opposite of what you need. And put the Synop in B. Mm-hmm. Oh no, the points just switched over.
Not enough.
they had the points at one point in time. I don't know what happened.
Well, if the Massachusetts lives, actually getting a kill on the Julio would be enough. I see what you're saying. Would be enough to keep the point lead
Because they
for
can
them.
stop it. But the Massachusetts is going to die.
Yeah.
They need to kill the Julio, period, at this point. And then kill the Julio.
There goes the mass.
Yep.
Ram the Ruprecht.
That's a difficult. That's a difficult path to victory that I think a lot of people aren't going to think about because, I mean, it's a tier 5 battleship and we don't think that that's important. Kavor gets slapped.
Out too far.
Absolutely slapped there.
And that ends it. SFSO, just kidding. SFSO, gonna take this one.
Hey, that's fine. That forces a game 3. We love game 3s, don't we?
We do love game 3s. A big race game 3 with, okay. If I'm DSNF,
Yeah.
listen to me, DSNF. They're going to put 4 on AB, and they're going to put the Georgia around C. They may bring one with him. It may be a 3-2. You know in advance what they're going to do. What are you going to do about it?
GP, your hero is telling you that you're wrong about the Collingwood.
Oh, 1v1 me, bitch.
Oh!
And there goes my ad revenue for this video on YouTube.
I will nuke you. Oh, you can,
Wow.
That's one GP-ness. You can boop that out.
Oh,
after this-
God.
A Julio
So after
saying
the
that?
tournament,
On the Big Island. Here we go.
All
I
right.
thought that could have been it.
I'll go up by C
I mean,
then.
there can't be an island train.
oh geez, you guys. Now I'm looking at Mini.
I found it.
Yeah?
Now I'm looking at Mini Hannibal's stream, and he's like, "Where the fuck did the Strats comment? That's comment come
There's
from?"
a train hub that goes into the mountains.
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah. G3. Go into the kill zone of
I
the
see it.
A-gap.
I see it. I love the rail yard. That's awesome.
Let's
That's
just count
gorgeous.
the trains.
There's one. There's
yeah,
2.
one going in the mountain, another one coming
There's
out.
3. There's 3 in the rail hub. Oh, there's one that's over by loading the sailing ship, the Clipper.
Let's
or
see
whatever
what
it
it does.
is. And then there's one going into the tunnel. Yep.
I'm sure there's game happening, but this is going to be more riveting than what we're about to see. Oh, look, he's even using the crossover. This one track makes no damn. It goes to the boat.
Wait, there's more tracks though. There's a bridge.
There's a lot of
there's a train-
exchanges.
There's a train going into a tunnel on the other side too of that bay.
Where does the tunnel come out? It
tunnel
seems to not come out of anywhere.
Yeah, I mean there could be, it could curve.
Okay, hold on. Let's
It
see if
could
there's
curve.
trains over. Oh, won't the camera won't let me go over there.
I think it curves because here comes the train coming out of that tunnel.
Oh, I see the bridge. I
Little.
do see the bridge.
What does it say? Little something railroad. Little River.
Oh yeah, and there's the train.
Yeah, Little River Railroad. I think is what it says.
Zath,
Where's-
your stream just heard that your strats are weak, so they're starting to do it.
So far, nothing has happened.
Oh my god!
The lemming has gone to the opposite direction.
Matthew's kissing up. He goes, "Your strats are so sweet."
Aww.
Matthew,
Suck
You're
up.
doing it wrong.
you're doing it wrong. Is right.
Oh my god.
All right,
Wait.
we're gonna watch this whole battle from the vantage point of the trains.
His entire chat now is full of "your strats are weak."
This pleases me. This pleases me.
Oh my
I
god.
wonder if there should be a ski resort on this bitch. Like these would
Look
be
at-
that would be some extreme skiing.
What is happening with DSNF? The Georgia and the Ruprecht are sailing side by side up to sea cap. They've completely abandoned A altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
There has been a response, by the way.
Oh really?
What's the response? Because we can
That-
prepare another hashtag.
Zath is a hater. His clan doesn't even play COTS anymore.
Oh, then the response is yours, man. So the Georgia is going to be broadside to 3. The Ruprecht is going to be broadside to 3.
Yep. Why not? Although Clara's
The
peeling
rubric
off.
of SFSO is torping. None of this is a surprise.
Ah, there's the big brain
Dude,
pre-torp.
Gunmech actually slowed down. I'll give him that.
Oh, he's spotted
And
now.
the poor Cavor is the anchor ship on this. Christ almighty. Here you go, broadside Georgia.
10K. Oh, well,
9K.
9.
And 11K bow in.
Well, Clara was turning, so probably hit the upper belt and penetrate it and poop poop.
These torps are gonna miss. I don't know if they figured it out yet. Veribus Unitas getting into B. They're gonna get A and B for free. Julio's gonna die.
No, he's not.
But like,
He
who
turned.
can DSNF shoot at right now? The whole point of flanking with a ship is to have the other ships concerned about a threat here and bow into them. When you just all go in one direction.
404.
And we're 4 minutes into the game.
Threat not found. Gunmech just kind of sitting there sideways to 2 tier 9s. I'm curious about that decision.
Georgia just gets Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I feel like SFSO has a far better position here.
They did a good job of responding to this. Because the Georgia normally just kind of putters over to C. They've already capped B for free. And it's just a matter of if they over push here. Now, the Georgia of Malaway is in a great spot if the opposing side had something to worry about from the southwest.
They don't.
However, they don't.
So all you get to do is watch a Ruprecht just crap secondaries all over the Georgia.
And if the Georgia moves forward, the Georgia of SFSO gets his broadside. If he stays still, the Ruprecht torps him.
He's moved forward enough to take the Georgia secondaries at the very least. And... out. That could have been more painful. There's the Citadel.
There it is. Okay.
Yep. So for those who don't know, the Georgia's best place to Citadel, Georgia, is right under the second turret area. Just gone.
The second turret area, he says, or that.
Right there. Right
As
there.
it goes bye-bye.
As Julio takes out a Georgia, tier 5, guns down at tier 9.
I miss the trains.
I know. Can we go back to the trains? Oh, wait, but Lord Carey is now showing broadside. He's probably going down as a result.
He overpushed.
Oh, hammered.
Does he get one good shelling at the Ruprecht? Gotta give the Georgia of Gunmech credit. He shells out. Not as much damage as it could have been, but the tier 9s are dead.
Well,
That's how you beat the tier 9 strategy.
one of them is. The other one just... the other one's showing broadside.
The tier 9s are dead, Zap.
Yeah, the tier 9s are dead.
They're dead. They're dead.
And with that goes their hopes for this tournament, I would say.
I hate the fact that one of them, no matter what, a 99555 wins.
And goes to the finals. Well, maybe they'll get clobbered.
It's the most irritating outcome imaginable.
Look at the Ashencourt coming up on Revenge UK's butt. And the Ruprecht firing off torpedoes to support his teammate. Well-placed torpedoes. Oof.
Oh.
And that will shift it.
Yeah.
As the Ashencourt's trying to do the hero play, killing Plasmatic with a broadside salvo and ramming Revenge UK's Viribus, he will do neither. Yep.
I stopped watching.
So now, I mean, they're getting great use out of that Ruprecht. He's almost dead, but they're getting great use out of it. Actually, both the tier 9s.
Yeah, but the
really.
Georgia's still alive with 2 heals against 2 tier 5s.
So if you're that Prince Ruprecht, do you focus on the Peter Vlicki or do you go after the Cavor first? Remember, the Cavor is what forced the game 3 for you guys. So.
It's not going to happen this time, Zap.
No. And a torpedo.
Natural,
2 torpedoes hit
no.
Peter Flicky. So there he goes. Double death. Right there. I'm going to. Hold on, guys.
Oh, I've already done it.
No, I took
done
it. I took my death pick. I just had. It's too beautiful.
Oh.
Or guys,
Sure.
should I go take a screenshot of like the trains and make that the cover pick for this series?
Yes.
2 minutes. Time to throw.
Beautiful graphics. I am going to check up on the trains at the end here. Ooh, it's lit up now, Zach.
Ooh.
Not a lot of movement in the train location now.
Art department carrying this game again. Y'all are here
Art
for the
department
trains.
carrying the game.
When do we get the tier 5 premium train? That's what I want to know. Can you imagine that? You pay?
I can imagine a cruiser that launches trains.
Can I pay to have the 4449 like on the map? Like just
that
on the
railgun
map?
trained?
Oof.
There it is. That does it. There's your winner. SFSO. Going to the grand finals.
Woohoo!